All right, my name is Todd from Go2 Cards, and today we're going to be looking at cards that everybody should be targeting from Infinite Forbidden. Doesn't matter if you're planning on playing White Forest, or you're looking at the Fiendsmith engine, or you just want to play Gimmick Puppet, whatever it is, every Yu-Gi-Oh player should be targeting these cards. What I'm talking about today is building a collection. Look, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I get a lot of complaints about how expensive this game is. That this game is way too expensive. That to build a deck, it costs this. For me, the game is pretty cheap. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's a pretty cheap game because I built my collection. I am recommending to you to build a collection. Stop buying cards and then trading them and selling them right away. Build a collection. When new sets come out, it will make this game a lot less expensive. I want to show you something. I want to show you part of my collection here. This is a binder that I have. In this binder, right there, you can see I have every kaiju there is. This is my binder of potential playable cards in the rarities that I want them. If you go to the front, I've got the missing ones are ones that are in my deck, but I've got every hand trap in here that I could possibly want at any given time for the game. And I have a binder like that for every kind of card. I have a spell binder that has all the spells in there that I could possibly want. That I have a trap binder with all the traps. Whatever trap I'm going to need for whatever is going on, I got it. I have one for every extra deck type. There is the links. I got a binder for everything. So when a new set comes out and I want to build a deck, I don't have to buy the staples because I already have them. I already have all the other stuff. All I need is the deck core. Now, does that mean that Fiendsmith is still cheap? No, it doesn't. Fiendsmith is still going to be an expensive kind of deck, but you don't necessarily need to play Fiendsmith. You can play White Forest, which is only $200. By the way, it's going up. That deck core, as I said in the last video, was too cheap, and it is already starting to go up. So if you didn't grab the White Forest deck core and you want it, now would probably be a good time to do it. But there are cards in every set that comes out. I just grab them. I throw them in my binder. Maybe I use them, maybe I don't. But I always have them as an option. It enabled me to build a collection that makes the game a lot cheaper. Does it totally make it cheap? No. But it makes it a lot cheaper. Because I don't have to go out and try and buy all these staples to put in here. All I need is the deck core. And it starts with sets like this. When sets like Infinite Forbidden come out, you just go in and you grab certain cards, you put them in your binders, and you always have them. And you do that set after set after set. And maybe you're thinking to yourself, well, that's going to be super expensive. Some of these cards are pennies. But you should have them. So I want to walk you through looking at these cards, and I'm actually going to tell you the price that I think that you should be buying them at as well. Instead of paying what they're going for right now, wait till they hit that price, then go in and grab that card. So I'm going to bring you over to TCG Player. I'll bring up the cards. But if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We would love for you to be a part of the community. Let's jump into this, and I'll bring you over to Gamer's Choice. Sorry, I might have said TCG Player. But I'm going to bring you over to Gamer's Choice and look at their breakdown of this set. So let me get that up. All right, I'm going to start you off on the Ultras because, to be honest with you, I don't think the Ultras are very good. Like, not good at all. Now, there are some good Ultras for the decks, like the White Forest and the Tempai. But if you're not playing those and you don't plan on playing those, you don't need those cards. But this first one right here, this silhouette, I don't know how to say that, but however you say this trap monster right here, this is a prime example of a card that I would go in and I would buy a play set, put it in my binder, and just wait for the day when I need it. Now, they're asking $3 for this. Do not pay $3 for this card. This card will be sub $1 very, very quickly. And that's when I would wait for it. If you're pulling this, put it aside. Put it in your binder. Keep it. There's a decent chance that these trap monsters are going to find some traction in the game. You're seeing a lot more of them. So keep an eye on the trap monsters. I would be buying this sub $1. I'd be looking at it around 75 cents. I think this card is going to drop significantly when the set actually comes out. And that is the only Ultra that I think everybody should have a playset of. The Dark Magician's pretty cool. I know I'm not going to beat up anybody if you want to grab the Dark Magician. I think $5 is fair. I would like it at $3. I don't know that it goes down to $3, but that's where I would like it, and personally where I am planning on buying it. The rest of these, they fit into decks, so I don't necessarily need them. Another one that's kind of cool is the Light and Darkness Dragon Lord. That's a really cool card. Again, I'd be looking at that about $3. I don't know that it gets there. If it doesn't get there, then I don't need it. But $5, I wouldn't pay $5 for it. I'd be looking around $3. And that's the only Ultra in here. Let me bring you down to the supers. There's a couple supers in here that I think are interesting. Another trap monster right here. I don't know how to say that one either. The Cubic. Pretty cool card. I like this one better than the Ultra one. And I think this one you're going to be able to pick up for about $0.25. Again, this is what I'm saying. Not all of these, but a lot of these cards are super cheap. And all it takes is when the set comes out, grabbing these super cheap cards, putting them aside, and when you need them, they will be right there for you. I wouldn't be paying $1 for this. I would be looking at this week of release to be about $0.25, maybe even less. To be honest with you, these supers are going to be everywhere. Look, when there's a set that's as good as Infinite Forbidden and a lot of people are going to be buying boxes, what that means is that a lot of these cards are going to be flooded on the market. When people don't buy the boxes, that's when you run into there's not enough of them. There's going to be tons of these cards. These lower end cards, not Fiendsmith, not the White Forest, maybe not even the Millennial cards, but the rest of them, they're going to be everywhere because people are going to be breaking this open. They're going to be listing these cards. This trap will probably be under $0.25 week of release, but I would be looking at grabbing this. When you want to get over the shipping, just throw this in your cart. When you open it up in a pack, just put it aside. When you see somebody opening it, and if they don't want it, say, hey, can I get that from you? Or can I give you this card and you give me all these cards? You know, there are ways to get these cards that are super easy. I would be targeting this card. The other one that I would be looking at is this first one right here. It's a quick play, Monster Reborn, kind of cool. Again, I don't know that it's going to be meta relevant. I don't know that you're going to be playing this right now. But me personally, I'm getting a playset of this 100%. It's going to go in one of those binders back there for sure. And when the day comes that this card is good, I have it. You're going to be able to pick this card up again for pennies, quarters, less than quarters. So I would be grabbing those two. Those are the only super rares I would be looking. They're the only super rares I'm saying everybody should have. The other area that's really cool, we're going to look at the secrets, but the other area where you find a lot of these is in the commons. These are going to be really, really cheap. Go in and grab these. First off, right off the bat, is the Moon of the Closed Heaven. Right now, they want $1 for it. It is good enough to be a $1 card, but it's a common. I opened up, a box of this, and I pulled two of this out of a box. It's common to pull 2, 3 out of a box. It's not a big deal. There's going to be a ton of these on the market. Is it a great card? Does it warrant $1? Yes, but you don't have to pay $1 because they gave it to you as a common. You're going to be able to pick these up really, really cheap. Do not pay $1 for this card. In fact, when we're sending out the Fiendsmith deck cores that we sold, we're just shooting these in for them, just free. Here you go. I know you need this. Here's a card for you. Because they're not worth anything. It's a nice thing to do. And so I would be looking at this card again around a quarter, 50 cents at the most. 50 cents at the most, at the high end. It is a common. Another one is Aerial Eater. This is a very good card. Super poly target. Great card. Right now, they want $0.25 for it on pre-sales. You're going to be able to pick it up for less than $0.25, like 15 cents. You're going to be able to grab this card. Again, you're trying to get over the shipping. Shoot a playset of this in there. It is a great card, and you never know when you're going to need it. Coming down, looking at a couple other commons right here. This card, this Vesper Garusa, I don't know how to say it. It's a great card. I would be grabbing this card. I'm not saying that every one of these cards is going to be meta relevant right off the bat, but there's a chance that they could be because they are very good cards. I think you should be grabbing a playset of this card. It's 50 cents on pre-sale. By the way, you can tell that it's a good card because it's 50 cents on pre-sale and it's a common when everything else is a quarter, or a lot of these are quarters. So this is a very good card. Don't sleep on this card. Go in and get a playset of this card. Another one is the Zapper Shrimp. This Synchro. This is a very good card. I wish it was water instead of light, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. It's a good fish card. I would definitely be targeting at least one of these. You're gonna pull several of these in a box. Just put one aside for yourself so that you have it. So another card is the Fusion right here. Again, I do not know how to say it. I'm just going to call it the Princess. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful card. Just take one of these, put it aside for you. It's a very good card that is coming to you in common, so I would make sure that I have it. Those are the commons that I am after in this set. I've already got mine. I've already put them aside. I think you should do the same. If you're not buying sealed, try and get these. People will just give them to you. Honestly, if I were at your locals, I would just hand them to you because they're not worth really anything. But they can be worth something down the line. You might need them or want them in your deck. I would be putting them aside. The last 3 cards that I want to look at are in the secret rare department. I think everybody should be having at least one of these or a playset of these because they're very good cards. The first, right off the bat, is the Rabbit. This is going to get you those trap monsters. This will get you a trap monster just super easy. This is a very, very good card. Is it a $15 card? No, I would not be paying $15 for this. I would be looking at this card around $8. That's where I'm targeting this card, $8. So do not buy the pre-sales. I would wait on it. It's a one-of. It's not like you're going to be playing 3 of this card in a deck. You're going to be playing one of it. The card should be about $8, I would think, on the week of release at some point. Another card that I think that you should be looking at is Purge the Trap right there. I've already told you, I think that this is the steal of the set. I think you should be targeting this card, and I think it is nicely priced at $10. What I mean by nicely priced at $10 is this card is sitting at $10, and I think that there's a better chance of it to go up than to go down right now. So does that mean that it won't go down? No, it could easily go down. It could be $5, $7, but I think there's a better chance this card goes up to $12 to $15 than it going down to $5 to $7. So I would be targeting this card at $10 right now. I would be making sure that I have this card. The last card that I want to talk about is the card that a lot of people are talking about. That is Molchummy or Molcharmy. However we say this card, I don't know. It doesn't matter how you say the card. It's a very good card. Is it a $60 card? I do not believe that it's a $60 card. I would be looking at this card around the $40 price range, hoping that it drops down into the 30s. But realistically, looking at this card to target it around $40. Could it never hit $40? Yeah, it could easily never hit $40 because it is a very, very good card. You're going to want a playset of it. This is not a staple in the sense that you're going to be playing in every deck, in every meta. But it is a staple, I believe, that is going to come in and out of the meta at different times. And every Yu-Gi-Oh player is definitely going to want a playset of this card. I would be looking at targeting it around $40. That's what I'm recommending to you. It's currently sitting around $60. So I'd be looking for it to drop a little bit. But it may not, to be honest with you. It is a very, very good card. But I would wait for $40 because I do think $60 is the ceiling of the card. So I don't like paying the ceiling price for a card. Those are the cards that I think every Yu-Gi-Oh player should be targeting regardless of what deck you're playing. Because you want to build those collections. And these cards enable you to build your collection. Having that rabbit, that's going to be a great card for you. Having Purge, that's going to be a great card for you. And Molcharmy is just a great card. So that's what I got for you today. Again, subscribe to the channel. We break down every Yu-Gi-Oh set. We're gonna be doing a case opening, I believe, tomorrow on the channel, and we're hoping to open up a good bit of this before we do that case opening so we can show you potential short prints, so we can show you potential errors. I know there's a lot of concern about these boxes only having one secret rare, although I do think that's primarily in the UK and not necessarily in the United States. But we're going to see. We're going to start opening this up tonight, tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to give you some really good information so that you can make wise decisions on whether to buy Infinite Forbidden or not. Again, my name is Todd from Go2 Cards, and I am out of here.